Write an equation of a line that passes through this point 1 and -2 and is parallel to this line 5x equal to 2y minus 2. What would be the first step to write the equation of the line? Anyone?
Plug in the numbers.
Eduardo, what did you say?
Plug in the numbers from the point.
Plugging numbers. Okay, to find the equation of the line, we need two pieces of information, right? We need the slope and we need the point.
Okay.
Okay, we have a point already, 1 and -2. But how about the slope? Do we know the slope? We have a reference line.
It's
Okay, if the slopes are
2 to 1.
okay, how do you find the slope of this reference line quickly? What would be your steps anyway?
Put in slope in a step bar.
Very good. If I write as y is equal to mx plus b, then I can do that. So, in other words, we want to solve for y. To solve for y, I can add 2 to both sides of the equation and divide each term by 2. So, the reference line would look like y is equal to 5/2 x plus 1 then. So, what is the slope? Gabriel says the slope is 2. Where'd you get 2? You mean 5/2, right? The slope is not 2. You have to solve for y, and then you can find the coefficient of x would be the slope. Okay, so if the slope of the reference line is 5/2, what is the slope of the line that we are looking for? Angel says minus 5/2. Did I miscalculate anything here? Where did you get minus 1/2, Angel? You have a microphone, you can talk. Okay, and so what do you mean by minus 1/2? Okay, and so you should be able to talk. Just click on microphone. I see you're typing. Okay, that's fine. So what Angela, you says minus 5/2. What do you mean by that then? You mean 5/2, right? Yes, okay, the slope is 5/2. If two lines are parallel, we talked about this last time also. If two lines are parallel, what's the relationship between their slope? If this is line 1 and this is line 2, if the slope of this line is A over B, what's the slope of the second line? Okay, the answer is inverse. No. If two lines are parallel, the relationship between their slope is what? Anyone? The answer is negative. No. Anyone else?
And they're the same, or?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Yeah, if two lines are parallel, if two lines are perpendicular like that, make it a 90 degrees angle. If this is line 1 and this is line 2, if the slope of the first line is A over B, what's the slope of the second line? Anyone? If they're perpendicular, what's the slope of the other line? Kansas says A over B. No. Okay, someone says B over A. Not quite. Anyone else?
Negative A over B.
Negative B over A.
B over A.
Yeah, negative and reciprocal. You guys need to review the old session. We talked about this last week. If two lines are perpendicular, the slope would be negative and reciprocal of each other. So in this case, the reference line is parallel, so the slope would be exactly the same. So the slope would be 5/2. Now, how do you write the equation of this line? A line that passes through point 1 and minus 2 and has a slope of 5/2. What formula are we going to use to do this? Okay, and everybody please participate. Go ahead and either type your answer or say if you know the answer, if you have a microphone. What formula are we going to use? Okay, if you don't know, you know clue, put the X in front of your name so I don't ask you the question. If you know it, I want to see how many of you know the answer. Okay. Alright, to those of you who have a check mark in front of your name, can you either type your answer or pick up the microphone and tell me what would be the first step to write the equation of the line? Okay, Samuel, do you have a microphone? You want to tell me? Samuel says point slope form. You can use y is equal to mx plus b. You can use this formula here. Okay, please review these old sessions. This is already posted in class. I talked about the same exact problem last time. So if I do that and I treat this point as point P, so this corresponds to x, this corresponds to y. Everywhere I see y, I will substitute -2. Everywhere I see slope, I substitute 5/2. Everywhere I see x, I substitute 1. I just simply solve for b. So we'll do -2 over 1 is equal to 5/2 plus b. If I subtract 5/2 from both sides of the equation, then that would be my b. The LCD is 2. If I multiply the top and bottom of this fraction by 2, then you get -4, -5/2. So what is b is equal to, anyone? B or y-intercept is equal to what?
-9 over 2.
-9 over 2, and we're done. So if I write y is equal to mx plus b, the equation of the line would be y is equal to 5/2 x minus 9/2. That's how you write the equation of the line. Can I see a check mark in front of your name? If you all can follow this, you're going to see this problem like that for the test. If instead of parallel I give you perpendicular, then you just adjust the slope accordingly like I showed you.